I'm feeling very funky, like with this look. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Goldie. So yes guys, officially the second lockdown. I mean, we were all hoping it wouldn't get to this, and you know, things were gonna like, you know, slow down, but I guess we knew this moment was coming, hoping it wouldn't, but expected. So now it's officially the second lockdown, and thankfully, obviously, you know, it's not as crazy or as bad as, you know, the first one was, and it's only supposed to be for a month, which I think is gonna go past that. But you know, it's just one of those days, I guess. Like Miss Rona just ain't trying to go away, and you know, it's just, I think, and as much as we all didn't want this to happen, I think it's needed. You know, I feel like in this whole process I've had to just like pull my comfort or anything else aside and just think about the bigger picture, which is, you know, to make sure as many lives can be, you know, safe, protected, and you know, we can all just kind of be safe, really. So I think that's like obviously the bigger picture here. Obviously I know this is not what a lot of people wanted, and you know, we all just want to like get back to normal and all of that, but it just feels like at this point it's better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, but like I said, it's not as crazy as I feel like the first one was, and we've only obviously just gotten into it. We don't know obviously how long it's gonna go. It's meant to be for a month, but like we don't know that. So yeah, but basically I just thought I did this video and basically try to like obviously encourage you guys through it. Like obviously I know a lot of people struggled with the last lockdown, and I myself for the first month I was a bit like but I just feel like this one obviously is a shorter one, but even though it's just for a month, like, you know, ways that I feel like we can still manage to just try and live life as normal, so we don't kind of feel the effect of it as much as, you know, you would do if you were just like I guess staying at home, like, you know. So I feel like in ways that we can really just like try to just keep life as normal as possible. But the lockdown, guys, obviously for those people who are still going to be working as normal, like, you know, if you're still going into work, I feel like obviously this might not really affect you as much. You might not really feel it as much. Obviously when you're not going to work, you've got to stay at home as much as possible, but it's just the fact that you still have a routine of going into work, so you might not really feel it as much. For those who are working from home, who still continue to work from home, I feel like, you know, you probably would feel this as well. You're used to working from home, but like you still have those times where you actually do go out, and not being able to do that for a month, obviously it might still feel like, you know, you're back to being stuck at home, even though you're already working at home. Now you've got to stay at home again. So I feel like, yeah, and for those people who are not working at all, like, you know, obviously it's gonna be tougher on, you know, on that, just being able to have something to do for the whole day, to be able to fill your day and things like that. So I feel like, yeah, some of these tips that I'm about to share with you guys will probably help being able to, you know, maneuver through this second lockdown, and hopefully be able to like come out on the other side and feel stronger and better and fulfilled, and yeah, just get through it, really. Like, we have no choice, guys. Like, we've got to just try and do the best that we can to just get through. Okay, yeah. So guys, yeah, like I said, you know, it's the second lockdown, and I just feel like, me personally, I learned a lot from the first one, and I just feel like there's some things that I did that kind of helped me, that didn't make me feel so much like I was like, you know, unbound or I couldn't do nothing. So I just feel like this time around we can try and do a little bit different, just to help you, you know, to still be able to do things and just feel as normal as possible. So these are my 5 tips, I guess, that you can basically implement through your day and the month of, you know, lockdown. Yeah, the second lockdown basically. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and also click on that notification button so that you'll be the first to know every time I upload a new video. And now let's get into the video. So for me, the first thing I would say is to plan your day. So it doesn't matter at all what you're trying to do. It doesn't matter what you're not trying to do. I think the best way for you to still be able to have some sort of like, you know, a fulfilled day without just so much of like just waking up and just going with whatever the day feel like, I think you still have a plan. So whether you have a routine or lack of routine, it's still it would be nice to have like a plan to your day. So even if you just say to yourself, tomorrow I'm going to do some cleaning from so time, I'm gonna try and do some reading from so time, I'm gonna try and make some like, you know, calls, I'm gonna try and do some writing, do some reading at so time. So I think it's nice when you try and like plan those and put in your day, even if it doesn't work out that way or you don't necessarily do it in that order. Is the fact that you know that you do have something planned for the day, so you don't feel like you're just waking up and you be like, oh, what else am I doing today? Like really, I feel like what kind of stressed people a lot with the first lockdown was the fact that you just wake up every day feeling like another day, like you just don't know what you're doing. So even if you don't really have much to do, just try and plan your day. Or even if you say, I'm going to cook at this time, I'm going to do this at this time, I'm going to clean my house at this time, just having those little routine or plan in place, it kind of makes you feel like you're still doing something and still make things feel as normal as possible rather than just feeling stuck at home, if you get what I mean. So number 2 is to stay active. So for me, I think this is the one thing I was dreading the most. Obviously gym are closed now. I was like really hoping and praying that they were gonna like keep the gym open, but you know, that didn't happen. So in the last lockdown, I managed to do quite a lot of home workout, but I feel like I got bored and tired, you know, towards the end of lockdown, and I just couldn't wait to get back to the gym. I am fully back to the gym now, like, you know, and it's kind of hard for me to just not go to the gym for a whole month because I feel like I'm used to it. So what I've said to myself is to still try and keep that routine in place, like try and stay active however way I can. So I am still going to be doing my home workout. I have a video on my channel which I did pull the last lockdown basically on like the sort of workout I do at home. So if you want to check that out, you know, just click the link and check out my home workout. So whatever activities that you can do to stay active, so it could be like, you know, whether you're walking, again, you're dancing, you're doing house chores, you're cleaning, whatever it is that you can do. It's just very important for you to stay active and just move your body. Like I feel like that is the best way you can not get yourself into a funk where you just feel relaxed and you just don't want to do anything, because I feel like the longer you just lounge around, the more lazy you would feel and the more you feel like you're not really doing much. So if you stay active, I feel like it would even give you more energy to want to do more stuff. So you could go for a walk, you could go for a run. I know obviously it's getting cold now, so you can't really do a workout like in the park or something like that, but you can always go for a walk or go for a run. You can do your workout at home, you can do dancing, whatever way it is that you can do at all. Just make sure you stay active and just keep yourself moving as much as you can. Okay, so number 3, guys, is to pick up a new hobby or something to do. So in the last lockdown, I had quite a lot of people started a business or something, you know, just something new or something they've always wanted to do but never really had the time to do it. I feel like this is also the time to do it. So if you feel like you're one of those people who, like, you have something that you've always wanted to do, or you have some things that you feel like I would like to try but you never really had the time, I feel like if you have the time, now is the time to do it. Like, you have a month, like you can literally learn anything within a month. Like, even if it's just like, you know, watching YouTube videos to learn what you need to learn, or like, you know, taking free course online or whatever it is, however way, picking up a new hobby or just learning something new to do. I feel like it's always a good way to keep your brain active as well. Don't forget, like, some people obviously like need to like mentally stimulate themselves. So I feel like that's a new way to kind of like mentally keep your brain charged as well. Like you're doing something, you're learning something new. Like I feel like it doesn't really make you feel like you're just staying at home and you're not really doing much, or you're not really doing anything. So pick up a new hobby, pick up something new, learn something new, and just like, you know, keep your brain refreshed and like, you know, active while you're still staying at home. Number 4 is to read a book or watch an informative documentary or series. So again, reading a book, I feel like is what a lot of people struggle with, and most of them just say, I just don't have the time for it, or they don't really have the attention span it takes to really like just read a book. I actually used to enjoy reading, but I feel like I don't do as much of it because I hardly have time. But in the last lockdown, I did read quite a few books as well. So I feel like it'll be a good time for you to just find a really nice book that you feel like you can really like get your teeth into it and just like read it and enjoy it, and just that peace and quiet and just that moment for yourself learning, you know, read a new book. You can always watch an informative documentary. I feel like that's another way you can stimulate your brain as well. So watching something that you feel like you can learn from, that's a very good way. Or a series, anything at all that you feel you can learn from, or you can gain some form of knowledge. Knowledge, they say, is power, and we can never like, you know, stop learning. Like the more you learn, the more you grow. So find something that you can learn that can mentally stimulate it, that can help you feel like you've learned something new, or you have more knowledge than you had before. That's a very good idea to do. Okay, now, so this one I feel like is something a lot of us are gonna struggle with. I know, yes, it's very easy for you to just be at home and just eat and stuff your face with whatever it is that you want to eat, comfort food and all of that, and there is nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to remember you're going to be spending a lot more time at home. You're hardly going to be moving as much as possible, so it's very important that you don't like, you know, indulge in too much. Like I think you should still try and eat well as much as you can. So even if you're eating more or whatever it is that you're doing, just still make sure you're trying to eat well. Like still try to incorporate fruit and veg in your food, and just try and eat as good as you can. Don't indulge every day, every time of the day. Like don't just say, yeah, because I'm at home, I'm gonna eat that. Trust me, you're going to like feel bad when the lockdown is over, and then you have to feel like you need to work out all those extra, like, you know, weight that you probably will put on. So I feel like it's very important to still try and maintain that healthy and good eating when you can. I mean, don't get me wrong, indulging when you need to, but don't do it every day. Then just try and control obviously what you eat as well. I feel like that would help you mentally as well, to keep a good headspace and be able to, like, you know, just focus and still be like you're doing something for yourself. And I think the most important tip I would say, which is an extra one, I think it's just important to grow as a person. So I feel like if you just say to yourself, this month I want to try and grow, whether spiritually, mentally, you know, all these things I've listed, you can just say to yourself, I want to try and grow. Which things do I want to work on? But for myself, we all have things that we want to work on. We all know things that, you know, this is like a bad trait of me that I want to try and do, I want to try and improve on. I feel like this is the best time to kind of try and do that as well, because you have all this time to yourself, you're in your head, you have all this space. I feel like you can try and work on that. However way you feel you can do that to be a better person, I feel like this is a good time as well to try and do that. Like, you know, it would be nice to say I had this month long time and I've come out of it and I feel better. I feel like I'm a better person. I feel like I've improved on certain areas of my life. I feel like I've learned quite a lot in this area. I feel like I've, like, you know, gained knowledge in this place. Just however way you feel you can better yourself as a person, I think this is also a good time for you to do that as well. I mean, like I said, this lockdown is not obviously going to be as strict as the last one, so I feel like we still have room for, like, you know, quite a lot more movements than we did the last time. You know, there's still going to be obviously shops open for people that doing school runs. There's still going to be all of that, but you know, we still have to try and maintain as much of, like, you know, staying at home as possible, because I think that's the whole point of the lockdown, you know, to try to regulate and try to reduce the amount of people that are going out and being in contact with each other. So I feel like in all of this, just the most important thing is continue to stay safe and obviously do the things that you know needed to do, which is to wash your hands when you're out, make sure you have face covering, and at the same time make sure you keep your distance from people. So I think if you just follow the step, we would all be fine. And then hopefully, I pray, you know, there will be a cure to this in the nearest future, so that we can all just try and get back to normal and we don't have to, you know, do another lockdown ever again. And yeah, just stay safe, guys, and make sure you continue to just be well. And yeah, take it easy, guys. So that's it, guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure you subscribe, and also don't forget to click on that notification button so that you be the first to know every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys for watching. And if you also have some tips as well that you want to share, you know, on how to stay safe and sane in this new lockdown period, feel free to leave a comment below. And thank you guys so much. I will see you in my next video. Make sure you continue to stay fabulous. Bye.